the NFL is on the air. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Purdy going to the air right away. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Look at the big man rumble. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And finally brought down at the 43. It's a gain of 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 43. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Second and 10. In motion left goes Jennings. Purdy looking to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey shreds the tackle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, 49ers.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 from the 8. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with an extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with little human or you have to isolate him? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Nothing
Here's 2nd and 10. That's caught. Puka Nacua. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Rush coming and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
They just gave him a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave him 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 2 minutes going by, second quarter.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing quickly out wide. It'll be a pickup of 4. It's good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on second and 15. Throwing is Stafford. He hits Adams, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Monday.
Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Get set. Motion.
He's got Ayuk once again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Loose inside the 30. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 87 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their lead in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' skip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Stafford now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, we can even call this an update anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And he is caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 14
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Purdy now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now it's Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their face.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
16 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll roll him out right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. On the gain of 40 on the play. And it's second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Down the sideline he goes. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Niners just continue to roll. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like they get to 15. Ball with a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. On 4th down, Stafford. That is complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
All about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 87 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there. Gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. A good pickup there, 22.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. But he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's complete to Adams. From the 21, and here's the 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Throwing again at Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 2-2 Atwell. There to make the grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey.
Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
36-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Connects with Kittle underneath. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance to.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hurry!
Stafford now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.